We've all been following the investigation into Charlie Kirk's assassination, and there are some aspects of the official narrative that should make us all pause and think critically. I'm Eliza Orland's career public defender for 15 years in Manhattan. The text messages and digital communications that have been released feel unusual. They are almost too convenient, too perfectly aligned with what investigators need to build their case. Now, I am not here to peddle conspiracy theories or tell you what to believe about a specific case, but I am here to talk about something incredibly important: how we can all develop better critical thinking skills when evaluating official information from law enforcement and government agencies. Being a critical thinker doesn't mean being a conspiracy theorist. It means asking good questions and not just accepting things at face value. When you see quote unquote official evidence or statements, ask yourself, what are we actually seeing versus what are we being told we're seeing? Sometimes there's a difference between raw facts and interpretation of those facts. When it comes to evidence, you should ask yourself, how was this obtained and by whom? Could it have been altered, taken out of context, or selectively presented? Are there gaps in the timeline which seem unusual? Who benefits from this particular narrative being accepted? Now, about digital communications, questions we should all be asking: do these feel authentic in their tone and content? Do they match how people communicated privately? Are they unusually convenient for an official story? There are certain red flags that you should always be looking out for, and you should be especially cautious when you notice evidence that seems almost too perfect for a narrative, when you notice rapid changes in official statements without clear explanations, or digital communications that feel oddly formal or unnatural, and reluctance to release raw evidence while promoting interpretations. What this means in practice: 1, pause before accepting or sharing. Give yourself time to think critically. 2, seek multiple sources. Look for independent verification and analysis. 3, focus on verifiable facts. Distinguish between what's directly observable and what requires interpretation. 4, fight confirmation bias. We all tend to accept information that confirms what we already believe. In a healthy democracy, citizens who ask critical questions aren't troublemakers, they are essential. The goal isn't to become cynical, but to be better informed. Remember, it's not always about having the answers immediately. It's about asking the right questions and maintaining the intellectual humility to change our minds when better evidence emerges. Stay curious, stay critical, and keep asking questions. I've seen far too many times where law enforcement has put out one narrative and it's turned out not to be true. So I want to make sure that you are always getting critical information. Please make sure you're following along for more. Thanks.